And welcome here to TalkFCB, and welcome back to the channel, guys, as tonight a new era got underway at the Camp Nou. Xavi took charge of his first game as the new Barcelona coach, and yes, in the end, we got the job done, getting over the line and securing a vital 3 points in the derby. We are going to be talking about the performance as a whole, which I think for the majority of the game, for me, it was much improved from Xavi's Barça. At the end, there was some nervy moments though, and it's all discussed here. So let's get to it! And indeed, guys, to mark this big occasion and indeed to kick off today, this video is coming to you courtesy of the OneFootball app that you can download in the description down below if you want to stay right up to date with all the football news, all the scores, all of the latest, and especially when it comes to Barca. Now we have entered this new era under Xavi. It's gonna be a really exciting journey. And I think even before the game started tonight, the atmosphere got underway very, very early. Those pre-match feelings, I think, were very, very special indeed. The players, of course, arriving at the Camp Nou upon Xavi's request, all together on the team bus. And the scenes outside the stadium that greeted them there for this first game under Xavi, it was very, very special indeed. That got the focus going. That really got the blood pumping. And it was a long, long time since we have seen scenes like that surrounding the Camp Nou. 75,000 people inside the stadium tonight, pretty much double the attendance of our previous home game against Alaves. And as the game kicked off and Xavi's era began, we strapped ourselves in for the exciting journey that's to come. Because if we do kick off here with Xavi's first ever starting lineup there as the new Barca coach, Piqué started alongside Eric Garcia. It was Alba and Mingueza there in the full-back areas. It was very much a 4-3-3 setup here, and the surprise inclusion, Xavi did warn us that there may be some surprises. It was Ilias Akomash there, who is starting on the right-hand side, just 17 years old, making his debut. It was Gavi over to the left, and what Xavi was very intent on this game, even though his options were limited in those areas, he still wanted players who were going to stay wide and stretch the pitch there. And what we saw very, very early on was Frenkie de Jong making a lot of runs in support of Memphis, Nico too getting really high up, and Busquets getting involved as well in the pressing. And as we're going to come on to, he was very impressive today. And indeed, within moments of the game, just 3 minutes gone, Memphis did register the first shot on target, and it all started there with one of those brilliant long passes in behind to one of those Frenkie de Jong runs. Like I say, he really was moving a lot more. He looked a lot more confident tonight, I thought, Frenkie de Jong. He cushions it back there with a header. Memphis hits it on the volley, and there indeed was the first shot of many that were going to come tonight. And just 10 minutes later, that movement, that really good passing football did continue. It was brilliant play again from de Jong. With so many bodies around him, he slides it in behind to Gavi, who puts a brilliant ball into the box. Memphis lets it go, and Ilias Akomash there is the one coming in on his left foot, but he just puts it there over the bar. There were suspicions of offside. Whether it would have counted, we don't really know, but that is exactly what Xavi wants there. An outside-in run from the winger, good ball into the area, good passing play, and those were very important signs. And I think right throughout that first half, what we did see was all of those midfielders, all of those fantastically gifted technical players getting on the ball, working the ball around the box very, very quickly. And Busquets was always there on the edge of that box, just patrolling, looking there to pick up some space, looking to pick that final pass. And he puts a brilliant ball in there, in behind, after one of those trademark Busquets drag backs. And again, it's just so close there. We're in the box, so many bodies, but we couldn't quite find that final touch. And it happened several times. And I think one of the really refreshing things today is that we were getting the ball out wide there with Alba. Gavi, of course, was out on the left as well, and out on the right-hand side too. There was plenty of width. And I think what we were doing is we were playing the passes into the area. It wasn't just a case there of launching crosses in, just spamming balls into the box. Every single time we got the ball out wide, we were picking our passes. We were picking out players in the area, de Jong involved, Nico as well, and again, working the ball to find that extra man in space. Busquets had another good shot on target there that had to be saved by Diego Lopez. But it wasn't all perfect, and still today we saw many signs throughout the game whereby Barca can be susceptible there, A, to counter-attacking moves, and B, to individual mistakes. Mingueza, just before half-time there, makes a glaring error out on the right-hand side. Lets Ronald Koeman come inside him, gets wrong side. Piqué comes across to close it down, but it's a deflection there on Ronald Koeman's shot. Brilliant save from Ter Stegen. Really good reflexes there, despite that deflection, to get hand to it, tip it over the bar, and we went in 0-0 with Espanyol. But I thought that was the key today. Going in at half-time, yes, we hadn't scored, yes, we hadn't managed to get that final touch, but the confidence was still there. We had the fans behind us, and the mood was calm. With Xavi, there was a real sense that we would find a solution, that we would keep working towards the plan, and again, that's where that belief comes in from the players, to trust in their coach, to trust in what he's trying to do, keep working, keep sticking to the system and the plan that we've got in place, and in the end, the goal will come. Xavi, though, did not make any hesitation about making a half-time change. Youngster there, Ilias Akomash, came off at half-time, and on his place came Abde, who is, of course, the more senior player, but he's still only 19 years old. But straight away, in that second half, we did get our breakthrough, and it was phenomenal play from Xavi, who I thought was outstanding throughout the whole game. Even though he was playing in an unfamiliar role, he finds a pocket of space there, plays the ball in behind to Memphis, and then the challenge comes in, and I think what I would describe this as is a lunging challenge from the defender. Yes, you could say, and I think it's quite clear, that he does get something on the ball. He also really does catch Memphis with the follow-through, brings him down there in the area. That's what makes the referee point at the spot. I have to be honest and say, if that penalty is given against me, if that's given against Barça, I would not be happy. I would feel very hard done by. But it was given. Memphis stepped up. That was very significant to me. I was wondering if he would again, given the fact that, of course, he missed against Rayo. A crucial penalty there, but he showed character. To stand up here, the stadium full around him, to pick it up, place the ball down, and then dispatch it and score the first goal of the Xavi Hernandez era. Brilliant celebrations from the whole team there, celebrating as one. Massive, massive joy inside the stadium. Relief too, because we were off the mark. And I think then, after the goal, as the game went on, as maybe Espanyol came forward a little bit more, left a few more spaces in behind, the one player that I do really have to mention is Abde. Like I say, came on at half-time there, looking to prove himself, of course, to Xavi, and he was absolutely brilliant, I thought, threatening at every single occasion. Look at this pass here from Sergio Busquets. Absolutely wonderful pick out from him, in behind to Abde, and you feel the pace, because that there is a 50-50 ball. Whether he gets to it, whether he doesn't, breezes his way to get to that. He does everything right there. He lifts it over the goalkeeper, looks to be passing it back to Memphis, but the defender gets back in. He clears it, but could have easily been an own goal there. But Abde showing everything that he can bring. And even later on, you look a little bit further into the game as well. He does a really good job there of staying very, very wide. I think Xavi will be really, really impressed with the fact that he did that, hugging the touchline, staying nice and disciplined. But then when he was entered into the phase of play, he came to life. He cuts inside there. He's got two Espanyol players closing him down, but he just skips past them, goes straight down the middle of both of them, works his way into the box, shapes his body, looks to bend it into that top corner. What an effort that was there by Abde. What a run. Absolutely fantastic. This boy, like I say, he is absolutely rapid. There was balls going in behind there. Barca looking to play a little bit more on the counter-attack. He just eats up the ground. When anybody else is near him, he just takes off. He leaves them for dead. And I was really happy with what he showed again. And even under Sergi Barjuan, there was exciting signs when we saw this young man. But of course, this being Barca, this being very much so a work in progress, there are things that we need to do. There are things, certainly, that we still have to improve. We knew that, guys. It wasn't going to be perfect overnight. As the game went on, Coutinho came on for Xavi. I think Xavi there, a little bit tired as the game went on. He was brilliant, like I say, though, even though he was being played a little bit out of position. Fantastic from him. Coutinho coming on in his place. And also, significant change there. Busquets had to go off. It doesn't seem to be anything serious. I think he's going to be absolutely fine. But he was replaced there by Ricky Puig. And I just felt as though Barca didn't control the latter stages of that game. They let Espanyol come back into the game. They let them have a little bit of momentum in the game and really start putting some pressure on Mingueza again. I didn't feel as though he had a good game whatsoever today. He made a mistake there. Ronald Koeman getting in between him and Piqué. Very, very close to scoring there for Espanyol. And certainly then in the latter stages, they were piling on the pressure. I think it was very, very nervy towards the end of the game there for Barca. It felt as though at times like we were hanging on. Di Matta there, the striker for Espanyol. He's all on his own. It's like we're waiting for the offside flag to come out. We're waiting to be bailed out there by the linesman, but you can't do that. Pay attention to the ball coming in. Pay attention to the striker in the middle. He gets his header there. Should be a goal. He should score there, no question, but he puts it wide. And Ronald Koeman as well. Again, so much space that he was allowed. Rises in the box. Ter Stegen just watching that as it looks to be going in, but it cannons off the post. Like I say, we were living very, very dangerously towards the end of that game. Of course, again, injury concerns are there for Barça. Nico Gonzalez hobbled off with a problem. He went over on his ankle. Hopefully that's going to be nothing serious. Yusuf Demir came on for the final stages. Mingueza went off. Again, an injury issue. Araujo came on. He had to play actually at right back. And quite clearly towards the end, we were certainly just hoping to get these 3 points. And in the end, guys, we have done. And when you look at the league table, we needed it. You know, again, yes, we were hanging on. Yes, there were chances. Yes, there's things that we got to improve upon. But it's a big win. And it's a massive win for Xavi to come here, get that first win, show signs of improvement, show signs of real progress in this team, things that we were doing very, very well that we are going to talk a lot more about. And what I would also like to say too, not only about moving up the table, but he's got so much quality to come back. I think about what we saw there in that first half, and in the second, all of that movement, players holding their width, lots of quick passing and really good exchanges there in the final third. Think about Ansu Fati on the end of some of those chances. Think about Ousmane Dembele on the right-hand side there causing problems. Very, very exciting stuff. And of course, Pedri added to that midfield. There are plenty of players who can come back here and improve this team even more. But of course, at the back, there's still things that we have to do, and we're going to have to do them pretty quickly. Because on Tuesday now, massive game in the Champions League against Benfica. But of course, guys, what I would like to know is how you thought the game went today under the leadership of Xavi. We've waited a long, long time for this moment. In the end, it didn't disappoint for me. I think there's a real spirit right now. There's a real plan and a process that we're seeing, and we're part of that. We've got to be patient. We've got to enjoy what we're seeing. We've got to encourage the team as well. And tonight, Xavi, off the mark, Barça with a vital win. And let me know all of your thoughts in the comments down below before, of course, we get started on that Champions League build-up. I will see you soon, guys, with plenty more to come. I really hope you enjoyed that tonight and that you savoured that derby win. I'll be back soon, but until next time, as always, Visca El Barça.